Hey everyone, I'm Adam.
Oh, hi, I'm Debbie.
And me, I'm Sunny Justice, and this is How We Flex. I think I got my mic on. Hey everyone, how are you?
How was that? Boom, 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 boom.
Well, it's like I see me and you hit it, and then it's like everyone else is like still are coming in or whatever. But the numbers always like jump around. You notice that? It's like one minute I come in, it's 23, then to 10, then to this, and I'm just like, am I lagging? Hey Frank, what's up?
Hello. Okay. Hey Frank Meister.
Yeah. So of course we have Blaine Nelson with us tonight, and Who Dis and Deb and Adam. And thank you all for joining. And Deb, do you want to do some roll calls?
Oh, sure. I'd be glad to. First, before we do that, I want to ask everybody to pray for Belinda's husband. Belinda is one of our mods.
Yes,
and he is on 100% ventilator right now, not doing well at all. So please just remember him. His name's Joe. Remember him in your prayers. Okay, so hey Radar girl, Callie M. I hope you feel better, honey, and I hope you don't get COVID because she has someone sick in her house. Jill Mosier, Aussie. Oh, there's that. It's a criming shame lady. Sharon Parker, how are you? Just scrolling. Remy's stuff in the house. Aspen. Did I miss anybody?
I think, did you say Jill Moser already?
Yeah, I did. Hi, Stepha.
Is Stepha in the house?
Yeah.
Hey, Stepha. Yeah.
Oh, Rana. I'm never sure how to say that. I want to pronounce it properly.
Hey, I want to say Rana. That's what I want to say.
Frank Meister in the house.
Yeah. Because Marv's out gallivanting around New York. Yeah.
Having a good time. There's Teresa.
Yeah.
And John.
Where's John?
John says, hi there, everyone. I have my own Twitch channel, which I'm interested in having you guys on. Awesome.
Oh, cool.
Contact Sunny at acrimingshame@gmail.com.
Or Frank.
Welcome,
Frank's
Frank.
membership must have ran out.
Oh, there's Blaine. Extracted Thoughts is his new channel.
Thanks, Frank. And absolutely, John. I guess I should have the banner on. I'm so bad sometimes. There we go. And and Adam usually strolls in at the last second, doesn't remind me.
never silent. Yep, they're in the chat. We missed them. Man, I must have scrolled by a couple people.
Yeah. I feel like everyone must be on vacation or something lately.
Yeah. Well, it's
They
kind of that
are.
last week before school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. My kids went back last week.
Did they really?
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Is it August? Did they do this in now?
Yeah, I don't know. They get closer and closer every year. They shorten their summer. It's crazy.
My grandson went back July 25th.
Wow.
That's insane.
Whatever happened to the first, whatever happened to 2 solid months and a week?
Right.
Yeah.
They give them longer breaks throughout the year now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that my daughter said that every break they get, fall break, Thanksgiving, Christmas, etc., is now 2 weeks long. So that's why they went back early. So.
Oh, okay. Hey, Radar. Mine go back Wednesday, and I spoke with someone next to the town over, and they don't go back for 2 more weeks. What the heck?
I think ours are like some of our private schools have started, and then the public schools I think start in a week.
It always made me sad when my kids went back to school, because I knew the summer was over.
Yeah. I know.
Now I can't stay late with them make excuses.
What'd you say, Blaine?
I said I can't stay up late now. I mean, I can stay up late, but now I can't make the excuse that I'm staying up hanging out with the kids.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, Dave.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Yep. So yesterday, Blaine had a live. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying hi.
Okay, yeah. So yesterday, Blaine and his cousin Andrew. Actually, you know what? Go ahead, Blaine. Say, you did a live and you talked about.
Yeah, we did a live, and it was our first live on our channel. And we gave a insight about some gang activity and prisons and the consequences and stuff. And it was, it was a really good live, for our first live. And we had some good laughs with everybody, and it was, I know there was a comment that Aspen made, and it was pretty funny, because he would actually really run that place in there.
Well, I was going to say, so tonight we're going to just talk about, again, it's there's no particular order, but we're going to talk about, again, Blaine's show, what we kind of talked about, and who dis, and like myself, Deb, Adam, and Blaine, go over some of those things again. And if there's anything else that you guys want to talk about, but before we get going to, I also want to say happy birthday, Pork Chop. I love you. I hope you have a great day today. Yeah. So Pork Chop is the one, just if anyone doesn't remember, Pork Chop is a good friend of mine. She's the one that actually went to Jason Palladino's Facebook and grabbed off that cryptic note and brought it back to me. So I just wanted to, if someone doesn't know who she is, that's Pork Chop. And she's been on here, I think, twice,
Yeah.
Detective Pork Chop. And we call each other that. So yeah, Hambone and Pork Chop because of course Keegan holding the pig. So we gave each other our detective little names there. But yeah, so we're gonna be talking about, like I said, gangs, drugs, signs, kind of like we got it touched on yesterday. What is this? Is this your rubber baseball bat?
Yeah, this is my rubber baseball bat.
Is that a sign for Adam to duck, run, and cover?
I got your back, Adam. I figured I'm going to send you with this if you ever have to go.
I'm going to plan on not going, but I guess no one ever planned on going.
So Adam, he had made so I have a parody that I'm going to show y'all in a few minutes before we get started, and I was dying laughing because and I hope Andrew. Do you know if Andrew's actually watching?
I don't know. I texted him. He said he was going to. Let me see if he's watching.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure his wife's watching because she follows you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She-
Hey, Shonda.
Thank you. Hi, Shonda. Actually, I wouldn't want to be in jail or prison. Absolutely. Right.
He's whipping up some fish nachos.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Some of those recipes actually sound good. I watched some people on TikTok that do them, and
Oh man, they are.
I think I'm gonna try them. Like,
I'm gonna do a video of a cake that we make.
Wow.
Oh, whoa. Yeah. Okay. I just want to go to it for a second and
It's
share.
crazy. It's crazy to come across the prisoner TikTok.
It's what, Adam?
If anyone's ever come across the like prisoner TikTok, it's like a whole like area of TikTok that's all inmate videos.
Oh,
They
really?
have,
no.
you know, it's people that have cell phones in jail, and they like have their own TikTok accounts.
Oh.
No idea.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah,
Yep.
interesting. I'm a member on my cell under Dave Dean. Yes. So in this video here, and I'm just gonna quickly just take us off for 1 second. So Adam says, and we're underneath Aspen Connor, it says, "Oh my God, I'm not built for incarceration." Because we were basically talking about, inside the jail. And then so Adam says, "I'm not built for incarceration. I need Sunny Justice to protect me." And that's when Blaine, I'm just going to play it for a second here. Let's see here. Okay, make it bigger for 1 second. Let me just come
Hey,
back. to my-
Crimezilla.
Yeah. So I'm just going to play it for a second and then we'll come back. Okay, guys?
Okay.
Right, Aspen. You know, your group of guys don't get messed with in prison. I'm serious. Your group of guys may have all the drugs, and like you guys, outside of gang members, I'm telling you, you guys are like the the ones that have God, the gay guys in the joint have access to everything. They actually kept me. They kept me. Every time I got into a fight, they healed me. I swear to God, like.
Okay. It's all I'm going to play for that. So that made me so badly listening to your cousin and the way that he laughed after you said that. I was like, I think that just set the chat off. It was just funny after that. We were all just joking around, and it was, I mean, like you said, it was true, but
Yeah.
it was just the way you said it. And then your cousin dies laughing, and then, everyone's just laughing for a while, and you guys can't stop laughing, and I'm laughing because he's laughing, and you're sitting there too. It's almost like you're like a little bit like, yeah. And I'm just like, and then he keeps laughing. So.
Yeah, he knows too, because he knew exactly where I was going with it, because he's seen it too,
Yeah.
And,
anyways, it was a good laugh at the end of the day. Of course, It prompted me then to, of course, want to pick a little bit on you two and Adam and a piece and Andrew and yourself, and a little bit Deb's in there and myself, just a little bit in there. And so, you guys ready? Because I'm going to play it. So you guys can just turn off your cameras.
I'm ready.
It's about 4 minutes long. We'll probably we'll play it later in the show as well. I mean, seriously, maybe it's just because I made it that I keep laughing at it. But anyways, I think you guys will get a good chuckle out of it anyway. So I'll play it in a sec. So give me 1 second. We'll turn off our cams, and I'll see you back here in about 4 minutes, 4.5 minutes.
Yeah, Aspen, you would need. I think you would do all right, Aspen. Your group of guys don't get messed with in prison.
Oh, I don't even know who you are, actually, Adam.
I'm serious. That your group of guys may have all the drugs, and like you guys, outside of gang members, I'm telling you, you guys are like the the ones that have my thoughts. The gay guys in the joint have access to everything. They actually kept me. They kept me. Every time I got into a fight, they healed me. I swear to God, like they put Vaseline on the cuts.
They keep the grease.
Oh. So, oh, that was good.
Sonny said, "Tell us more, Blaine, how good Adam has it."
Oh shit!
Let's just say he would be well fed. Sorry, Adam.
Sorry, Adam. We love you, bro. Oh shit! Oh, that was definitely worth it.
They're passed around.
They're passed around. I mean, real talk. That's
Like Adam.
oh.
Sonny said, "I have tears." I do too.
That was definitely worth it. Oh God.
It's the raining man. Hallelujah, it's the raining man. Amen. The raining man. Hallelujah, it's the raining man. Every special man.
Okay.
Did you really edit that part together talking about passing them around?
I'm dead right.
So, I mean, I thought it was funny. Did you guys all find it funny?
I'm just waiting to see this video pop up on somebody else's
Andrew's
channel.
not at home right now, but I told him, I said, bro, I said, wait till you see this parody. It's hilarious.
Oh, and your cousin's laugh. Oh, that was priceless in itself. And then when he kept falling back on the camera, and then I put the other guy in the window.
Yeah. That was
well,
great.
anyways.
That was pretty good.
My favorite was Adam laying a
Oh, I know.
What were you doing?
I sent those to you in privacy.
What were you doing? I want to know the story behind that.
Remember that was my birthday a couple years ago?
That's what was funny about that, Adam, is as you were just saying that to me, I was like, thank you, Adam, for sending me those pictures.
I handed them right to you.
Passed around or passed out. Anyways, I kept hitting play. I was just like, I can't get enough of watching this. It's just making me laugh.
That'd be perfect for TikTok. I'm just saying.
What'd you say?
That'd be perfect for TikTok. I'm just saying.
Oh, yes, hands down. Agreed.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyways, we'll play that again later. But anyways, it was I like doing little comic relief stuff like that. Like, and I know that we all joke around, and I asked Peace Not Silence, hey, do you mind if I throw your face in the video here as well? And I was just like, I love it because you were talking about healing, and it said we will heal, on the sticker, and I was
Yeah, that
it
was
took me
awesome.
7 hours at least
Oh my
7
God.
hours.
Oh
Yeah,
my
to
gosh.
make a 4 minute video because it's very intricate, right? All the
Yeah.
little things you have to go find and get and put, and then of course, like I was telling you, then I had some more music in it, but then it got copyright claimed, even though really it wasn't a copyright claim, but I didn't feel like dealing with it, so I was just like, fine, I'll just leave it, take that stuff out and do it, and yeah. We'll watch
That
it
was
again later.
great, Sonny.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Now,
Hilarious.
I was going to say, so since we actually just came off of this topic again, for the people that are watching that say didn't watch you, and of course, Blaine's channel is Extracted Thoughts, okay? And I know, you know what, for one video that you have, besides I know you have an older video, and you just posted one, I believe you said.
Yes,
that
I just posted on how to connect.
How to connect, exactly. So again, for anyone that's not, let me just quickly drop your link here, and 1 sec there, let's just drop the link there. Okay, so for anyone that is not a subscriber to Blaine's channel, and Who Dis, do you have you're a mod in here, right, Who Dis?
Yeah, but I can't do anything. Like, I can't comment when I'm in the StreamYard because I'm on my
Okay.
phone.
Oh, okay. And do you post many videos? Sorry, Who Dis? I'm really bad. I don't really go to people's channels too often.
No, I don't. But I have videos of like
Yeah.
every layer of the video, the 48 layers, and just some different videos of the Bridge Guy video.
Thank you, Jill.
Yeah.
Who Dis? Yeah.
Her channel's a really good resource channel if you were looking for
Oh yeah, I have a
Delphi
couple of those
videos.
lists that are all of the news interviews. So that way it's strictly news stuff, nothing YouTube. There might be one or two if it happened to be, a good YouTube channel. And then all their YouTube interviews in another list
Right.
that's public. So
I'm gonna have to check that out.
I was gonna say,
I mean, if you count up the videos, there was like in the first 6 months, like 300 news clips.
Wow.
Oh, I
Of
know.
Delphi. I mean, they're all, short, minute and a half, just all those segments, but there are so many compared to any other case. There's a ton.
Oh yeah.
But you can just sit and hit play and it'll play it all in order for you.
I was gonna say, I'm just going to your channel here. And I've always wondered that, to be honest, because I've always been afraid to go see exactly how many videos are actually out there.
Right.
Because I know that there's a lot.
And there's probably some recently that I haven't put on there, but I'll go back through every once in a while and just double check and, add them to the list if I missed them or something gets by me. But there's a lot
on there. Okay. So so I just dropped Who Dis's link as well. Okay. So Extracted Thoughts is Blaine's channel. And Who Dis, I just dropped the link there, and the channel is called Who Dis. And whenever somebody is looking for a channel and can't find it, just tell, if you know that they're doing Delphi in that, just type in Delphi beside it. It comes up so much faster if you're not sure. And hi, it's Fig. How are you? So Blaine, we were talking on your channel yesterday about, again, you were talking about the gay community, LGBTQ community that's within the prison system. And you were saying how easy, in a sense, they have it. Can you just explain again, hence why kind of like we were talking about this yesterday?
Yeah, absolutely. The reason I was talking about it is because, I know it's out in the world, it's kind of a big deal, and people are just now bringing it to light. They're making a big thing. People are starting to accept it more, whereas in prison it's more accepted than it was before. It was more accepted in prison than it was on the streets because, you know, there's a lot of things that go on, you know, they're not, it's hard to explain really. It's just more accepted in there because you have people going for a long time. You don't mess with the gay, you don't mess with that community in there. You know, they don't mess with you. They do what they need to do. You know, they have access to a lot of things. They're friends with everybody. You know, nobody ever really messes with them. There's no problems. They keep to themselves, you know, and to believe it or not, there's a lot of straight guys that actually have sexual interactions with those guys and then go home and get back with their wives and girlfriends. You know, I'm just going to keep it 100.
Right.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Yeah, I'd be talking on the phone to my guy. Like, I had a buddy in there I played spades with. He was my spades partner, and we gambled a lot.
Ooh,
And he was a gay guy. And we won about 250 soups a week. And
Wow.
he told me, he said, man, some of your brothers, you know, I mean, this is what happens, you know, and you'd always tell whenever he got some, you know what I mean? Because he'd be cleaning the day room, like, you know, and he told me, like, he's like, you'll never believe it. And he kind of opened my eyes to things, you know. I'd be sitting on the phone. This guy'd be talking all sexual to his girlfriend and stuff. And then 2 o'clock in the morning, he'd be down there interacting with him, you know what I mean? So it's just, you know, it's a different life in there.
Yeah. I was going to say, so Adam, so knowing that you have that power within, what do you think?
I mean, I'm still gonna try to stay on the outside.
Yeah.
I feel like you don't need my protection. And
It makes it less scary now, right? I mean,
yeah, all right.
I don't know. With power comes great responsibility.
Blaine, you're never allowed to go back, and if you ever did, you have to be wearing some boa around your neck or something when you get in there.
Oh yeah, no, I'm staying out here.
No, yeah, yeah. Stay on the right track, of course. I know, like I said, I know that you and your cousin, and it was nice to meet your cousin. And like I said, it was a great live yesterday. Thoroughly enjoyed it. For someone like myself, and I'm sure Deb. I mean, I know Deb's kind of been there, I think, a few times, and it's just a couple skeletons. Yeah,
I was listening, but doing something else, so I couldn't. Like, I would chime in a little bit, and yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah. But yeah, did you go back and rewatch it, Deb?
No, I listened to the whole thing. I just
Oh,
wasn't
okay.
able to comment. Yeah, I wasn't able to comment for a long time because there was, at first it said that I had subscribed to you while watching a children's program, which that wasn't true. And
Oh,
then
that's right. You said that.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then I couldn't even comment for a long time. Then finally I was able to comment, but then I was getting messages from my son and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, Blaine, that was because remember, so because I had basically posted, you know, and you had posted your live up, and then later on we went in and I was showing you how to set it up and whatever, and then remember that's when it kept saying, you were like, no, there's no option here just to like take it off the kids, it's only kids.
Yeah.
So that's hence why that happened, Deb, is until we took it off, then because I couldn't comment it because I had chat disabled, and I was like, oh. And then when he said that,
Okay.
I'm like, oh, so that's what happened there, was that when he posted the live, it was saying chat, you know, but I didn't notice it till later myself, but it was all fixed prior to. So yeah.
Okay.
What is Blaine's channel, please? Yeah, absolutely. It's Extracted Thoughts, and I can drop the link again here. And Blaine, let me just quickly make you a mod, and you can drop your link as you feel free, okay?
Okay.
So let
You
me
should
just,
be able to pin it to the top of the chat, can't you?
well, I
You
had
could
my
also
hello
put-
everyone, or my welcome thing in there. 1 second. Oops. Let me just do this. Blaine, can you just type in chat? Oh, there you. Wait, no.
Yep, that's what I'm
Yeah.
doing right now.
Thank you. And thank you for making us mods in your channel.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, no worries. I appreciate you guys. You know, you helped me out a lot.
Yeah.
Thanks for
no.
nothing.
What'd
Didn't
you
make
say?
me a mod. No, I'm just kidding. It don't matter.
I'm gonna put
Is that-
this as a mod. I was so busy trying to add mods yesterday. I'm like, and trying to talk and do all.
I
This is-
know.
You know, for my first time doing it, I was like, oh man, Sonny's got to do a lot of shit.
Oh yeah, it's not even like close to right. I know, because like I said, just to make a 4-minute funny video, like
Right.
it can take hours when it's intricate. Like I made it. I didn't want to just do an easy one, but even the easy ones take a while. I didn't
Hey.
see you.
Hey,
Go
Car
ahead.
1965. Is that Andrew?
I'm not sure. Oh, is that
I don't
Andrew?
know. I
Which
don't
one
think
is it?
so. Because
No, I don't
No.
think.
I don't know.
I didn't see you put your type in chat yet, Blaine.
I put it up there.
Where?
Oh, he put it in the private chat.
Oh no,
In there.
into the
Put it in
regular
the
chat.
private. I put it in the private chat. No,
No?
that's not me. I put it in the comments. I'm doing it from my
Oh.
phone.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Weird. I literally don't see it. Am I blind, you guys?
It's right under Debbie.
I don't see it either.
Oh, I don't. Yeah, it's
That's
not
weird.
there, but it should be right under Debbie Rolls. That it should be under the Hey Grizz one.
Huh.
I'm not sure you can, unless, is he modded now? Is he a mod? You can't
not
add a
modded.
link unless you're a mod.
Correct.
I'm not. I don't think I'm modded.
No, he's not modded yet. I was just gonna mod him, but you didn't drop a
Yeah.
link, did you? If you dropped a link, it won't show up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I dropped a link.
Okay, so just type hi. Yeah. Then let me mod you. Yeah.
Deb, Lisa doesn't think you and I would make it a day in prison. Sonny, maybe.
I think I can
Probably
make
right.
it. Never been to one, but
It
I'd probably squirrel away in the corner like a baby for about a day. And I'd be
Oh, I
like,
really quick wanted to say, I saw Belinda in here just a little bit ago, and I was going to say, Belinda, we're all praying for you and your husband.
Yep.
yeah, absolutely, Belinda. So sorry what you're going through right now. It just actually hurts my heart when I was reading that in our Facebook group. Your other half, your best friend. So without me
Yeah.
tearing up, your prayers to you. And Joe. May Joe make it through.
Right.
Yeah. So sorry to hear that. Yeah. Because I think it's COVID, isn't it?
Yeah.
It was COVID, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
With some people, it just can attack them, their immune systems like that. Yeah, there you go, Blaine. So yeah, prayers to you, Belinda, and your husband. Okay. So if everyone, like Deb said earlier, can give Belinda the power of prayers for her husband. Yeah. Yeah. So what was I going to say? We were talking about that. Oh, I know what it was. So the poll was about, we were talking about jail or prison yesterday, and we've always just heard that that they want to keep staying in the jail because they don't want to go to prison, and then you guys kind of enlightened us a little bit more yesterday on. So can you kind of go over that again, Blaine?
Yeah. So when you're in jail, you're locked down a lot. You don't have movement. You're 3 men in the gas station bathroom. Pretty much, you got 2 bunks and a guy sleeping on the floor, a desk, and a toilet and a sink. Whereas when you go into prison, it's more open dorm. It's more. Sometimes there's rooms, but there's only 2 guys in a room. There's a bathroom that you go into with several different urinals, 2 or more showers. There's a lot more movement, a lot more space. You can go to rec, you move to go to chow. Whereas in jail, it's all like the furthest you go to is downstairs to get your chow, and then you have to eat in your room. There's no movement really. You don't really get to go outside when you're in jail. Whereas in prison, you get to go outside. It's like world behind a fence. You know what I mean? It's like the outside. The only thing there is like, I mean, you can even have sex with girls in there if you pay the right price. You know what I mean? To the guards. Sorry, baby.
Hi, baby. How's baby doing?
Yeah, she's doing good. She looked at me when I said that. She's like, "What?"
Well, not that you ever did
No,
such a thing.
I never did nothing like that. No, I was worried about doing my time and gang banging and getting out of there.
Racking up that soup.
Yeah.
So can you stop there? Because I do actually. So when you say that, so are you talking about they're paying female guards to have sex with
Yes.
them, or
Yeah.
okay? Huh? How corrupt is it in there? Come on, like seriously, it
Oh man,
sounds.
the guards are gangbangers too, and the guards. I mean, if you get the right guard, it's corrupt, man. If you get the right guard for $1,000, you can go up to a guard and be like, "What's your cash at?"
Yeah.
And if they tell you, then you know that's the person that could bring in the pack.
It just seems so crazy to me to lose your job and involve yourself in that stuff when you're supposed to be on the good side.
Yeah, but
You
Yeah,
they
know?
don't get
we
Right.
actually just had a woman get busted for that here in Howard County at the jail. She was bringing in vapes to. She was bringing
Yeah.
in vapes,
I read that.
drugs, everything. Yeah, I knew her. She was actually. I was in there when it happened. You
Wow.
know, and yeah. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, so let's see actually what the poll has said so far. I know I put it up last minute here, but let's see. So 63 said jail, 37 said prison so far. And but once you actually started talking about it, I
Right.
was like, oh, yeah, when you think of it like that, then I can see why the freedom of prison is more, but obviously it's a rougher spot though, but it's
Yeah,
more freedom.
yeah, absolutely. You know, it's rougher, but there's more freedom. You know, like there's neutrons, which is what we call people who are not affiliated. They're neutral ground people. You got neutrons, you got AAs, which are called aid and assist. They aid and assist different groups. Then you have your gang members and different things like that. You know, it's just a whole different world inside of there, and there's more freedom to move. You
Yeah.
know, it's just so much better, man. Like, cause I went a whole year without going outside last year, just
Wow.
being stuck in
Oh.
Kennedy. My probation officer, she's told me I couldn't, when I violated after relapsing for 18 months, she said, nope, I'm not sending you back to prison because I know what you're going to do. I want you to do all your time in county. And I was DOC sentenced. And I was like, dang, that sucks. I got to do a whole year inside this place.
Yeah. Because you said yesterday, I would rather do 2 years in prison than 1 year in county.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Nancy just said, had a friend doing 90 days in county jail for discharging a weapon in city limits, wasn't even shooting at anyone, got beat up for his shoes.
Yeah, absolutely. There's that's why Howard County won't let you have your shoes. You have to do the jail issued shoes there because that happens a lot.
Yeah.
Like Cook
I don't know.
County, that happens a lot in my Cook County in Chicago. They actually have different gang, like when you go into Cook County in Chicago, they'll ask you if you're affiliated, and it's best to tell you so they don't put you on the wrong dorm, because if you
Right.
get in the wrong dorm, they will kill you in Cook
Yeah.
County, and that's just jail, you know. And Miami, or I'm sorry, Grant County here in Indiana, they fight that. Like if you have a nice pair of shoes, they're going to take them. You know, if you can't fight, you better learn how to.
Right. Who dissed or Deb or Adam? Like, do you guys have anything to ask or say or want to
I was
bring up
just sitting
something?
here thinking, I definitely, if I go to jail, I'm not wearing my Jimmy Choo shoes.
I like
You know,
that show 60 Days In.
Yeah.
Did anybody else watch that? Where I think the first
haven't.
one was Southern Indiana, Jefferson County Jail.
I didn't
It's whole-
watch that one. Is
How
that the one
realistic are those
where
shows,
hot coffee
Blaine?
came first? Huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, I was just saying I didn't watch the Jefferson County one. I've watched 60 Days In. That's where hot coffee came from, and people joke about it in jail and prison all the time.
Is it where hot coffee came from?
Well, that was their code word to get the dude out of there, I guess. Like they have code words on 60 Day In. Like if he gets too scared, he says the code word. And
Oh,
Oh,
I remember this show. I watched some episodes of it. Yes,
Yeah,
I remember.
Yeah, one of them was Jeffersonville, like down there by Louisville.
Okay.
Apparently, it's a county jail, but it's a pretty hardcore county. It's basically a mini prison.
Oh yeah.
But
Isn't
Yeah,
that is that the county where they found the little boy in the suitcase?
Oh, I remember
I
that.
believe so. Yeah, it'd be down in that area.
And
No
we
radar.
we've heard nothing else about that case.
No, yeah.
So strange.
That happened a few months ago, Blaine. It was a really strange case. Someone was mushroom hunting in the woods, and they found this really loud-looking, bright suitcase that had like the Las Vegas Strip on it. It said Las Vegas, and there was a what did they say, 4 or 5-year-old little boy in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was on the news.
Him.
It was on the news one time, and I hadn't heard anything else about it. I was yeah.
No one was reported missing that they know of. So they haven't identified him yet.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Absolutely. All I can picture is that colorful Vegas suitcase.
I know.
Yeah.
Such an odd choice too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, they had resettled a bunch of immigrants down there.
Had they?
Yeah.
I mean, that would be unaccounted for as far as, locals wouldn't be able to recognize the boy or anything like that. Could be somebody from there.
Right.
Yeah,
I believe he
I
was
wonder-
African American, right?
Well, we know that he was black.
Yep.
We don't know where.
They brought some from Afghanistan and the southern border.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it could be somebody here that was here illegally and their child died and they were afraid if they reported it, It's just so horrible.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It could very well just be somebody they haven't talked to their family in the past, year. Like, go check up on your grandkids. Just make a call
Right.
and talk to them. Just let's just
And
say
they're-
it's not, somebody that they're like, well, that's not my grandkid. Well, you haven't talked to him for a year.
Right.
Right.
Love you.
Yeah. And there are a lot of children that came over here with other people without parents. So, I mean, who knows? It's just so strange and sad.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think they were going to try to do DNA, like genealogy stuff.
Right. Yeah.
That's
I'm
pretty
sure
much, and that's probably why it's not been in the news, because there's not really a lot to report. You either recognize the description or you don't.
Yeah, that's a good question, actually, by Radar. Why don't they show a picture? It's like, is there nothing like a digital thing that they can, to see if anyone knows? Like,
Well, I
there
mean,
must be
they
a
knew-
reason.
I mean, they knew that they said right off the bat that that he would have been within a week. So to me, that shows the level a level of decomposition that was not advanced.
Yeah, like,
Because it wasn't hot yet.
Yeah.
Because it was mushroom season.
Yeah, that's crazy. Could you imagine finding that? Man, it would break my heart.
It was. You can watch an interview of the man that found it, and he's like tearing up, because he's a grandfather, and
I remember. Yeah.
Like somebody knows who this little boy is.
Yeah, they said that he died from dehydration.
Oh, did they? I never heard that.
Yeah.
Oh wow. That sucks.
Mushroom hunting season is body finding season, though.
Is
I
that what
haven't
it
ever
is?
found one yet, but I fully expect to at some point, because I mushroom hunt like every day in the spring.
So do I. And I always think about that.
Used to go out to Okefenokee and they found bodies out there, but
Yes, Okefenokee.
now they've got it closed for 5 years. You have to park up top.
Is that? Did you see where they did that girl and those two guys took that dude up there to kill and to rob him, and then they killed him?
Yeah, well, they
No.
were like from Marion, and they were from different areas, and they brought him out there. Yeah, I think they just got done with some of their trials.
Yeah, they did. I think, didn't she get life or something like that, or 40 some years?
Yeah, I mean, they got pretty good time.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly what it was, but
So do you guys have a lot of mushrooms there or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah.
Magic
in the
mushrooms?
Spring, no. In the spring, morel mushrooms come up, and they're very good. So people definitely look those, and then later on there's chanterelles and all kinds of different ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my dad goes mushroom hunting. I've never been mushroom hunting. I always used to, like, when I was into that, I'd always just grow my mushrooms. But when my dad said, "We're going mushroom hunting," I'm like, "Oh, like real?" No, he said, "No, really mushroom hunting, not magic mushroom hunting."
Yeah, it's hard to grow morels. And it's
Yeah.
hard to grow those. So
Is it?
yeah, you can't. It's
No.
really a difficult thing.
So
So, Deb, are you saying from your experience it's easier to grow magic mushrooms?
I did not say that.
oh, like that's what I
You didn't hear
heard.
me say that.
That's true.
Who just knows? Oh.
Like, oh yeah, you know what? You know what was cool, and I don't even know if this relates to anything, but I remember when we had moved to White Court, and it was like a fairy ring, and it was like these mushroom things, but
Yeah.
you know, it
Yeah.
kills along, but it looked like a teleport system because like on the game RuneScape that I played, it's like a round circle just like that. And it always reminded me of like the teleport system thing on the game, but it was like this magic mushroom circle, like
Yeah,
an
it's where
alien.
the roots have been decaying, so it will spread outward as the roots decay, and it goes out from the center of the tree.
Yeah.
Why are people so scared to eat mushrooms?
Or there could be a body. I've heard that too. Moss
Yeah.
and mushrooms, and it's but that'll leave a depression because the body would decay. So normally there's not a depression when you see it just out in the woods because it's just tree roots.
I almost feel like you're like, darn it all. I've been mushroom hunting for these many years and I still haven't come across a dead body. You know?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I go out
have
prepared
several-
in case
oh,
there's
sorry.
coyotes. I take my 45 and my yoke blasters.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
take a gun just in case there's crazy people.
I got a compound bow. That's what I use.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I'm not legally allowed to own a gun.
Right.
Right.
I have found several geocaches when I've been out mushroom hunting.
Have you?
Yep.
I'm always on private property, so I never find any geocache. But
Yep, found geocaches. One had little bracelets in it. Of course, you're supposed to take something out of it, put something in, and then there's a note there that you sign your name and date when you found it and put it back in, and then put it back in the place you found it. Interesting.
Oh,
yeah.
Spot on spelling again. Awesome.
It's not spelling, it's typos. It's because I'm typing fast and I don't check to see what I type.
So funny because normally I would be that person and I would think that Deb, but I think she's actually worse than I am, to be honest. Remember that one day, Deb, you were doing it and you couldn't spell worth the life of me. I remember.
No. It was that day. It was autocorrect. Like it kept autocorrecting. No matter how I typed it, it just kept autocorrecting it.
No, that's not true, Dave.
What?
What?
If you start fighting in prison, you'll be there for a while. That's only if you start a riot. If you fight, you can fight in prison and not catch a new charge. It happens all the time. You just go to seg if you get caught.
Can you explain segregation again?
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Segregation. Oh, okay. So in jail, all right. So segregation it's basically a 23-in-1. You're locked down 23 hours out of the day, and you only get an hour out to exercise, walk, stretch your legs. Sometimes it's 3 days, but you're locked in a cell. You don't get no movement. Chow's brought to you. You're isolated. You're isolated from anybody else. You may have one bunkie, you may not. It sucks. It sucks.
How many times were you in there in segregation?
A couple. I was in restricted housing.
Yeah.
In prison, I never went to segregation because I never got caught doing anything. But in jail, I've been to restricted housing. In jail, I've been to restricted housing a couple times because if you fight in jail, you're definitely going to seg. In prison, it's different. If you get in restricted housing in jail, it's called restricted because you wear a red jumpsuit and you're in there. You only get out 15 minutes a day. And it's usually early in the morning. No phones, no tablets, no nothing. You just get letters and a Bible. And yeah, it sucks.
And how long is the longest time that you were in for Blaine yourself?
For 14 days.
In prison? No, sorry.
No,
I meant
prison.
like,
Prison, I was there for 2 years.
Okay. So you'd gone a couple in a couple times, or was that the only one time that you were ever in prison?
That was the longest stint. I've been 3 times. That was the longest stint we ever did, was 2 years.
Okay. And so go ahead.
Blaine, I was going to ask you, what was the moment that you decided, I'm not doing this anymore, I'm going to straighten up?
Yeah.
It was October 11th, 2018. I remember my ex-wife, the one who passed away, not the one that I have now. Me and her were into it, and I got arrested for domestic battery. I had relapsed, and I remember sitting on that jail cell, and I'm like, Lord, something's got to give, man. I'm tired of doing this, and so I went to rehab. I started going to rehab after that, and it took me 4 years to get to where I'm at today. You know, I'm not perfect. I still relapse, but I get further and further every time. You know, it just this last year really hit it hard for me, because I was clean for 18 months, and then I surrounded myself with a girl I shouldn't have done, and then I allowed people back into my life. And so this whole year I really sat back and was like, what do I need to change differently and mean it? And so when I came home, I took 500 and plus friends off my Facebook. I decided that I wasn't going to do the same things, and over and again I got on Vivitrol. You know, I just started taking different avenues that I never tried before.
Right.
You know,
I think that's good. I think friends are a important part of, because I go by the theory of show me your friends, I'll show you your future.
Yeah.
Yes. I agree with you.
Absolutely. You know, yep, absolutely.
What's a prison wallet? Can you explain that to people?
A prison what?
A prison wallet?
Wallet.
Oh. All right, so your prison wallet. That's so the anus can stretch up to about. It can stretch up to about. I want to say almost 3.
That's how you got it.
3 to 6 diameters. Your prison wallet is where you hide everything. I've seen people up to 4 packs. The prison wallet is your anus, if you haven't caught that yet. But I've seen people put cell phones up there, tobacco, ounces of tobacco. You know, this is how we get everything inside if it's not the guards.
That's why
obviously for women there's a different wallet that can be used, but yes.
Is that why they have to do cavity searches?
Yeah.
That's why they do cavity searches. That's the only prison wallet I know.
Hadn't thought about that.
I was clearly thinking when she said prison wallet, I was like, oh, this has something to do with, you know, like a cell phone or some sort of pay thing.
If a cell phone fits.
Right. Then it must be legit.
Yeah.
I mean,
it is. Yeah. Cracking me up.
Yeah. So the minute I heard that, you know, like Uranus,
you'll hear prison purse, prison wallet.
I got more of a pouch.
Like a kangaroo.
Yeah, you're right.
You see someone walking around with like one of those Galaxy 6, like those big.
Hey, literally, listen, this guy left his phone. Captain was walking through, and this guy left his phone on the charger in the little off area in the day room, and all they do is confiscate it and go through it. That's it. They're like, huh? He's like, this guy's an idiot. He's going to owe a lot of money to whoever's phone this is.
Yeah, I get it. So just to go back up here quickly, I can't remember. I was going to ask something, but I forget. I think Peace said, what were you in for? What, I know you think you said yesterday. I
Uh,
can't remember actually.
if you Google, see, I was when I first got arrested, I was arrested for 4 counts of burglary. I ran a burglary ring, and I was on Wish TV News 6 out of Indiana. I ran a burglary ring with a couple of my gang brothers, and I was facing 80 years each time I got arrested. Somebody had told on us, and so I got probation. I ended up getting probation out of it because it was the first time I ever got in trouble. I got 2 counts dismissed and 2 counts dropped to residential entry because I never really took anything from the house. I just was in the vicinity, so they gave me residential entry. And I was on probation, and I started selling drugs, and I got caught with possession of controlled substance with intent to deal under 6 grams, and they sent me to prison after that for that.
Oh, okay. Chanda says, what is the statistics of prison rate?
Slim. Like
Slim?
you're only going to see that. You're only going to see that. Like it's so common now for you to get it. I mean, like if you want it, you're going to go to the group of guys to get it. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to rape nobody in prison, really. I mean, you're going to see that in lifetime, like in maximum security prisons more so than anything, because you know, I mean, there's a lot of gay people in there in that community. Yeah. So it's you don't have to rape nobody in there. If you want it, you're going to find it.
I'm kind of curious. Are there people that go in there straight and then just become into that whole part, or no?
A lot of guys are straight when they go in, and they're gay for the stay.
Just for this, yeah.
I've heard that.
I guess because no matter what, like especially guys, I mean, I think it's kind of known that guys think with both their heads. Typically, they're, you know what I mean. Like, I mean, even females too, right? I mean,
yeah, my wife's laughing.
Well, usually guys think with the wrong head. That's why we have our good head. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, yeah.
I never did anything like that. I was like, man, I worked out, and I was like, nah, not me.
Yeah.
Not my cup of tea. My spades partner hit on me several times. So I was like, nope, we got to draw the line.
Did you have a job when you were there?
Yeah, did you?
Yeah, I was in a time cut. I was the admin of the business technology program. So what I did, that was my hustle. If you wanted your time cut, you would just give me a half strip of Suboxone or $20 in commissary, and I'd do all your work and then help you with the tests.
Do you have a maximum commissary amount that you can have each month?
No.
I remember.
Not where
No, okay. I just remember somebody saying that before.
You
like
probably had too much. It'd be kind of showy, though.
Yeah. You'll see most guys, they'll pay somebody to, like, guys who run a store or have a lot of commissary. You're limited. I mean, you're limited, I think, to like $300 every 2 weeks or something like that. But guys have other people hold their stuff in their boxes and stuff, and they'll keep the neutrons fed. Like he'll come up to a neutron and say, "Hey, if you hold this food in your box, I will keep you fed and keep you high on drugs or whatever." Blah blah blah.
Yeah. So, out of the people that Blaine, I'm curious, how many people actually wanted to be there? Who actually like that's kind of like what they know is their life and actually want to be in the system,
There's a lot, really. That's called being institutionalized.
Yeah.
A lot of those people have been getting locked up since they were kids, and they don't know anything else. They don't know how to be a productive member of society.
Correct.
It's like not that they want to be there, but they don't know how to be anywhere else.
Right. Absolutely. Right.
Yeah.
And I have one of my buddies, he's like, I don't know how to be. Like, he'll get overwhelmed being out here, and he'll be like, I have to go back. I don't know what to do.
Right. Like in the movie Shawshank Redemption. Like the older guy that he's in life, and then he gets released. And he's lived his whole life in prison, so he doesn't know what to do or how to go on. Yeah. That part always makes me bawl when I watch that movie.
Well, that's where because temptation's just always right there. Like temptation to do, it's kind of like a frown is easier to do than a smile. Same thing that kind of reminds me of. It's like when you go back into society and you have to fight, if you have a record and all these things, like, it's kind of all stacked against you still in a sense, unless you have a really good support system around you,
Right.
that it's so easy to go back into what you know best or what you have learned or done best, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just like yourself too, Blaine, right? I mean, it's fixes aren't as easy. It's easier said than done, obviously, right? This is kind of like even like smoking, right? I mean, I smoked and I quit for 1 year, but meaning regardless, addictions or whatever, they're not as, they're not that simple to go, oh yeah, let me just fix myself overnight for some people. Like
Right.
my one niece, she's going to be 32. And ever since she was 15, and I can't believe that it's been 17 years that she's been gang raped. She's been on meth. I don't even know what all drugs.
Wow.
She, yeah, and you know what started it for her, or at least what I know anyway, because it's my twin sister's oldest, and Paige, beautiful girl, never saw the like. It was so funny because as a child, she was like she would just sit there and recite all of Wayne's World, and I swear she was going to be an actress or a model, And then when she was going through high school, it's like I don't know if girls were jealous of her. She had about maybe 10 or 15 pounds extra weight on her, but she was getting picked on. And again, I say this as a product of the environment because my twin sister has real insecurity issues. And I know that it rubbed off on the children as well, right? Because they're not stupid, as like, you know what I mean? That stuff rubs off on them. But anyways, so she always had very low self-esteem. And I always remember telling her, look, Paige, when you're talking to someone, just look straight in their eye, and over time you'll gain confidence, and
Yeah.
I remember her coming back to me and saying, Auntie, I've been doing exactly what you said and da. But the bullying for her just was too much. And then she kind of got into this whole what we call emo. And ever since then, she's just gone down this path where she, like right now, for instance, as far as I know, she keeps going into recovery. Then she was actually doing really well for the last couple years. Then COVID hit. Our government was giving out $2,000 basically a month or every 2 weeks.
That right there was
Wow.
that was they did that here too, but not for 2 weeks. They did it like they did 3 checks, and that was a setup for failure.
Was it 2 weeks or was it $2,000 a month? Oh, I can't. No. Oh, I can't remember. I think maybe it was 1,000 grand. No, it was about two. I remember. I just remember it was like really high, but like um, it was like the perfect storm happened, and her and we'll say her boyfriend, even though she's like whatever a female is that wants to be identified as a male. So her boyfriend and her, yeah, they were just started using again, and so she just finished coming out of recovery, and then she's back with this toxic relationship again over and over, meaning she just repeats her cycle, and she's going to be 32, and it's just heartbreaking. This beautiful girl that had so much that she could have done with her life, and it's just so sad. So to this day, she's like out there. I'm not even sure she's in the shelter still. You know what I mean? But until someone wants to hit rock bottom and fix themselves,
They're not going. They're not going to change. Nothing. Like I remember, my daughter sent me this letter. This really what helped me over the last year. My daughter sent me this letter begging. She said, Daddy, I'm tired of you going to jail. She's like, if you can't do it for yourself or Mommy, can you please do it for me and Cullen? And, like, that was the first time she ever really opened up and let me know how it actually affected her. You know what I mean? She just heard, it was just a 2-page letter that really got my attention. And I think about that's what drives me every day. So
So I blame, this was your daughter, you said?
Yeah, my daughter Brooklyn. Yeah.
Yeah, and she just did this the other day?
No, she did this several months ago.
Oh, several
Uh,
months ago.
yeah, when I was locked up, she had never actually really spoken to me about how it felt, how
Well,
it made her
that's,
feel. And she wrote me a letter, and I remember calling home, and she's like, "Daddy, I wrote you a letter. Don't cry." You know what I mean? And I was like, for 2 weeks, I anticipated it. You all right, buddy?
and that's the thing, and that's kind of why I was asking that question about your other halves and your wives or whatever, is because through all of this, obviously the impact is meaning your actions or
Enormous.
whose ever actions are affecting so many other people.
Yeah,
And
she said I
the,
can't. She said I can't be there when she answers that question on my live.
As I mentioned,
and I get it because the thing is that everyone has their own perceptions. And even like my own son, no matter how much I gave and showed him how much I loved him, it's one of those perceptions. He thinks as me as the bad mom now, ever since the divorce. And it's not true, but it's their own perceptions. So at the end of the day, they have their own feelings and their own voices, that need to be heard, need to be listened to, because they're their feelings. That's like someone trying to take away my feelings, how I feel, and that's why I struggle with when people tell me how to be or what I tunnel vision and stuff like that, or how, like try to tell me who I should be as a person. No, don't ever tell me. I have my own feelings. You have yours. Adam has his, Deb, who dis, you know what I mean? And for someone to take that away. So again, your daughter, like I said, it's very, I'm sure it took a lot in her because it's not hard, right, to sit there and put your feelings to paper. But, obviously, that was a very, nice thing for her to do, to share her feelings with you. And again, by the same token, hopefully you take them to heart because
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
that's how she's feeling,
right?
you know?
Yeah,
And
I can't imagine how that was. I'm sure it was not easy for her.
no,
As hard as it was
Def-
for you to probably read.
yeah,
yeah, I can only imagine. Like, she's always been my partner in crime. She was 3 years old when I first started getting locked up.
Hmm.
And
So not
she
your
would,
literal partner in crime.
no, no,
yeah, but she would do anything. Like she would. Oh man, I'm gonna have to tell this story on a segment of mine, but I'll give
sure,
a brief interview. Like she would always make sure she would tell me when to run, when like she would look out for the police, because she didn't want me to go back to jail. She loves her dad. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And she shouldn't have had to go through that.
Mm-mm. At the end of the day, every child just wants to be loved and cared about. It doesn't matter if it's you, Blaine, or your daughter, or you know what I mean. Every person just wants to be loved and cared about. Because as much as I know that my dad wasn't around, and I block all those emotions, even though he's passed away and everything now, but he was never there. He literally skipped the country to England with my brother, and meaning I always blocked those emotions because I felt like they did me no good to, dwell on them. Right. By that same token, I wanted my dad to really, be in our lives and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I did,
absolutely.
you know what I mean? So like those feelings are there, but they're down about 10 levels because I don't like to think of those things because it will just
Right.
cause me to hurt like my son. It just causes me to hurt my heart. And I can't live my life in sorrow or sadness and feeling sorry for myself in a sense, even though everyone has their pains that, everyone in this channel too has their own things and like I said, pains and stuff. Okay. My eyes were getting all watery. Go ahead, talk. Yeah.
Yeah, no worries. No, I just want to clear some stuff up over here on the side about Marilyn Manson or
Sure.
Charles Manson. Sorry, uh, Manson. He got convicted because he was a conspirator. Even though he didn't kill nobody, I just want to clear this up. Even though he didn't kill nobody, it's like the mafia type stuff. Even though those guys don't kill nobody, they orchestrate it. They brainwash the people. They send
Right.
people to do it. So uh, I just want to clarify that up. You know what I mean? Just because he wasn't there or didn't do it, he had conspiracy to commit murder, and that's what he got 50 years for.
Uh,
Did he pass away this year?
Yeah,
did.
yes, I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
he did.
Yeah, I thought so.
Ooh, did you guys hear that Anne Heche was in a really bad accident?
I watched the helicopter footage of them pulling her out of the car.
What
Oh,
happened? A car
Um,
accident?
she
And
yeah, she was speeding, but she had hit a building
a
prior
house.
to smash. No, she hit a building before that, and she like they show her car on camera just going boom, and she literally drove right into somebody's house, and the woman was at the back of the house with her dogs, and they were fine, but the house caught on fire. She actually got out of like started sitting up in her
It's
gurney
on the
thing.
video. It's crazy. You see her
Yeah.
because they have her covered up completely on the stretcher,
Wow.
and all of a sudden she pulls the blanket off her and she sits up, and she's completely, doesn't have anything on because I guess the clothes burned off of her.
I know her
It was
from All
horrible.
My Children, but most people will know her from Ellen DeGeneres, ex-girlfriend, ex-wife. If you don't know who she is, but I know her. I remember her from All My Children days.
All My Children. She was on
yeah.
All My Children?
Yeah,
Well,
back in the day.
really?
Yep.
What did she play?
Can't remember. I just remember.
Oh,
It's been
I
so
didn't know
long
that.
now. Yeah, yeah. Pretty sure it was All My Children. Yeah.
I thought she
I
was
know
on
she
another
was
one,
in.
and I thought she was on Another World.
I was gonna say, was it Another World? Perhaps.
I think she was on Another
Oh,
World.
maybe
have to
because I
Google
never
that.
watched that one. I never
Wait,
watched
so
that one.
did she die?
No,
No.
I think she's critically injured. They said, but
Wow.
because they couldn't get her out of the car for a long time.
You're
And
right.
so it
Another
was
World.
on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Adam,
and
you're right about that.
I heard that they were going to
Yeah.
that they suspected
Drunk.
possible drinking and driving, but I've not heard.
Well,
anything.
that would explain her surviving then.
Yeah, it was like 10:30.
She was limber.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so now just quickly, because I know this live's we're not going to be on much longer here. I want to talk, unless there's something else that someone wants to bring up. I want to go into the Delphi thing. Deb, did you want to talk about that tonight? Like just a little bit about the friend interview on Aaron Mull channel.
Sure.
How many in here watched that? Blaine, I know you probably wouldn't have watched it. It was an interview that
I started watching the second one, and then that wreck happened, and I turned the scanner on.
Okay.
I think there's going to be 6 parts to it, and there are 3 parts out right now.
4,
Now,
it said.
Aaron, a 4th one is released?
No.
Which channel is that?
I seen where it said 4. There was going to be 4.
Okay, well, maybe he shortened it or something. Initially, I thought it said 6,
I'll
but
pull it.
yeah.
Everybody thinks that person is like Bridge Guy.
Say that again.
If you read the comments on the second video,
yeah,
everybody's like, this guy is not who he says he is. Like, there's something weird about him, about the person, that he's interviewing.
Well, I'll tell you that I have a source that lives in Peru and knows the Kleins, and her opinion was that it was a lot of BS. Now, there is a guy that came on Gray Hughes' channel and called himself Ryan from Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
And people believe that this guy in the interview with Aaron Mull is actually the guy that came on and said he was Ryan from Ohio. So people aren't sure if he's just calling in and trying to get, his minute of fame or whatever, or if it's
There's a lot of that in the comments on the second video. So if you watch that one, also read through those, because it's all about that.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any of these.
I just dropped the link. I actually watched all 3 because I remember Deb going, Sunny 3's out. And I'm like, I watched it a couple of days ago, Deb. Like that night I watched all 3 of them.
Thanks for telling me that 3 was out.
I thought you knew. That's where
Part 4 is out.
Yeah. Part 4 is out now? Yeah.
Yeah. It came out 5 hours ago.
Okay.
I watch it in 1.5 speed, so that way it's a lot quicker.
I will say that it's really interesting. Like, it was very easy, in my opinion, very easy to listen to. Sometimes you get, listen to these things and you're like, oh Lord. But, the Aaron Mull just let him talk. So
yeah, which was nice. He just let him talk. Yeah.
Right.
He was, I mean, the guy, I can understand why people got irritated by listening to the guy, because it was like, he just dragged it out how he spoke, in a sense.
But if you
And
speed up the playback,
right.
it just flies by.
So
Well,
I
and
thought,
also Aaron Mole did something to his voice, to the guy's voice, so that it wouldn't be
Mhm.
recognizable. So I don't know if he
his
sped it
voice
up a little
didn't seem
bit or slowed it
disguised.
down. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
what?
His voice honestly didn't sound disguised to me. I played with
It didn't.
audio and stuff like that, and that
I,
didn't seem like it had no.
it seemed like he could have maybe just adjusted the pitch slightly,
Maybe the
but
pitch.
yeah, but it didn't
Yeah.
sound, yeah.
It didn't sound like it was someone playing with somebody's voice at all. Barely, and if so, barely little. Because
Mhm.
trust me, I bet if I hear that Aaron Mall's voice, it's going to sound almost exactly like what it did there. If all you have to do is go back to a couple more videos of his to listen to his voice, to be honest with you. But yeah, you
Hey,
know what? I found number one was okay. I found two the most interesting. Three just
Mhm.
pretty much
Who's
bored the heck out of me.
Can you send me the link to this channel?
Yeah, yeah, I just dropped it, but I'll send you the link in Messenger here,
Yeah.
as
I want
well.
to check those out.
Yeah.
So this guy says he's friends with Tony Klein, correct?
Yes.
Right.
So
But it's
Deb,
almost
He
like the dude's
supposedly.
just letting him talk because he's just saying so much that's
Yeah.
either too detailed, too odd. He's just looked up the case. Like there's something odd
Is he
about.
saying anything that is not public? Like, is he saying stuff that like you
yes,
wouldn't
there's a
know
couple of
from following
things.
the case?
I
He kind
Go
of
ahead, Deb.
tries to confirm some things that are in the transcripts, but it's like, who knows if he read the transcripts? There's just something weird about it to me.
Yeah, he says that he was interviewed by the police, that they interviewed him because Tony
Just a couple months
actually
ago.
called. Yeah, Tony
In April.
actually called his cell phone 3 times.
Yeah.
The morning after, on the was it the 13th or the 14th?
Twice
The
actually.
night of, like 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah,
Well,
at
he
8
says
o'clock.
there was, in this third video, he says
Oh.
that there was a third phone call.
See,
So, yeah, but he called him on what did you say? What was it, on the 13th?
Mhm.
And people are speculating that he could have been calling him to say, hey, I got myself in trouble, or Kagan's gotten himself in trouble. I need some help, or something like that.
But then he said he talked to him like every
That's weird.
day in the morning and
Mhm.
at night.
Yeah, but yet he didn't know a lot of details about, like, that he'd been married twice, and although he'd known him for over 49 years or something,
And
40
talks to him
years.
twice a day.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
So
Yeah.
I heard, first of all, when I listened, it was 2 calls, 8 o'clock and
First
8:01.
time. Yeah, and then later on he said something about, actually there was the third call.
Okay.
And I'm
he
like,
said that he
when?
would see him like 3 times a week. What made me laugh in all of this is, dude, you have literally just given every part of why, like, meaning if you're trying to be helpful, and you want to basically, and the police are saying, hey, like, kind of keep being his friend, perhaps, keep talking
Right.
to him, maybe something will slip. And dude, you just told, you're a 40-year-old friend, you're this, you're that. Like, at what point? Like, why
He
do
might
you
as
need
well
to
have just
avoid?
said his name.
Pardon?
Right.
I
He
mean, he
might,
should have
right.
just said his name because we can figure it
Right.
out. And
Well,
he had
And
like
why
this
did
name already picked out, like Scott Williamson or something.
Scott
Scott-
Washington?
Yeah.
What do you want me to call you? Oh, I don't know. How about Scott Washington?
How about
What
I'm the
the hell?
40-year-old friend that you come see 3 times a
Like,
week every time you're going to your
Is
doctor
that his
appointment?
go-to name that he uses?
Right.
Right.
And Tony Klein he was so all over Facebook all the time. I can't imagine him having that good of a friend that he wasn't tagging in posts, and that he wasn't like blowing up all over his Facebook.
Well, this guy,
Blow
But yet
up all over everyone's
he
Facebook.
told him he had diabetes because he looked at his toe.
this guy claims that he doesn't have any social media.
Right.
That's why he wouldn't be tagged. He says, I don't have any social media. I'm not on Facebook or anything like that.
Yeah. And don't forget, I mean, he did say, though, that the dog,
Yeah.
what just happened there? Adam, you playing around?
Oh no,
Oh,
who just
we
dropped?
lost Who Dis. That was it.
Uh-oh.
That was it. But he was talking about the dog hair and how it didn't match, and that was something, for instance, that wouldn't have been said to us, but he said that to us in that interview as well about the dog hair, that they were looking for, like, to see if that animal hair matched, but it didn't. So there was about three things I took away from all three videos, that, like, Blaine, you will probably learn more, or Delphi case, there's so much crap out there, but from everyone that usually does something, I might take away one thing that I didn't know, or in this case there was about three things that if true, then it kind of confirmed a few things that were, I just honestly, I just thought, you're a doofus, dude. All you're doing is really talking about, like, I appreciated the interview, because I think that everything kind of, like I said, whether you take one detail out of it or 10, they're just little added things that you can stash up here that you can kind of go, okay.
Right.
So I agreed with him for the fact that Tony Klein or Keegan Klein is not the bridge guy. I think I just remember at one point too, for this guy that's talking, and all of a sudden he goes, well, let's just say that they're fat slobs or something like that. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
lazy.
yeah,
He was saying they're fat, lazy slobs.
But
Well, I can see that.
oh
But
yeah, absolutely. The Twinkies
after
gave it
I
away.
after I watched that video today, this just happened to pop up. It was a video, 5 traits of a psychopath, or no, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, sociopath.
Sociopath. Yeah.
And I thought, oh my God, this sounds just like him. Like lack of empathy for others, and a strong internal urge to manipulate people. Their first impression can be that they're just great. And that guy on The Best Friend was saying, oh, everyone loves him. Everyone thinks he's great. And that they will go to any length to lie to you, to make up things, to make themselves sound appealing. I was
Yeah.
like, wow.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was just like, fit them. It fit it so much, and it fit what the guy was talking about.
Like, I'm not gonna say that this friend isn't his friend or anything like that. Again,
Right.
I just take everything with a grain of salt, and and that's really about it.
Who did
So
said her internet is glitching and she's gonna stay
Yeah.
on that side.
okay.
Seen that.
Thank you, Hudis. I was gonna say, so yeah. Yeah,
So
so
I
you're thinking,
want to I appreciate you guys. I just want to say, if anybody that's a subscriber to my channel, if you if you want to, if you have any questions or thoughts or want anything, just real quick, because I forgot to mention this the other day, if you want to know more about anything else, just shoot us a message, get in contact with us, and I'll set up something for my next live. So sorry.
yeah, no. You know what? I want to take an intermission because we're not going to be on much longer, but I want to play our video again, if that's okay.
Yes, I do, because my wife's awake now. I want her to
Oh.
see it.
Oh, is she there? Right? Is she
Yeah,
beside you?
She's right beside me.
Hi, wifey. I
Hold
know.
on, I'll
I
show
know.
it to you.
So I just want to know though. Hi, Ash.
Hi.
I just want to know though, Blaine, at what point will she start loving me more than you? You just let me
Oh,
know.
very soon. She just loves you already. She hears you all the time.
Well, I mean, I know I probably put her to sleep too for like sometimes those 3-hour lives but we're cutting back on that because I mean, I can go all day if I really wanted to.
Yeah.
I could do it 24/7 probably if I really wanted to.
Aspiration, honey.
Yeah. We're not taking call-ins tonight, John, but you know what? We will do a show with call-ins. We'll talk about
Soon.
that soon here, of course. Okay, but not tonight. I'm gonna play the video, so you
Yeah.
you know,
Yes,
you need to get that.
Lisa. This is how I extract my thoughts.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll be back in a second.
So we got some fun for you. It's raining men. Hallelujah, it's raining men. Amen.
Yeah, Aspen, you would need. I think you would do all right, Aspen. You know, your group of guys don't get messed with in prison.
Oh, I don't even know who you are, actually, Adam.
I'm serious. That your group of guys may have all the drugs, and like you guys outside of gang members, I'm telling you, you guys are like the the ones that have thoughts. The gay guys in the joint have access to everything. They actually kept me. They kept me. Every time I got into a fight, they healed me. I swear to God, like they put Vaseline on the cuts.
They keep the grease.
Oh. So, oh, that was good.
Sonny said, "Tell us more, Blaine, how good Adam has it."
Oh shit!
Let's just say he would be well fed. Sorry, Adam.
Sorry, Adam. We love you, bro. Oh shit! Oh, that was definitely worth it.
They're passed around.
They're passed around. I mean, real talk. That's
Like Adam.
Oh,
Sonny said, "I have tears." I do
yeah,
too.
that was definitely worth it. Oh God.
It's raining men. Hallelujah, it's raining men. Amen.
Okay, I just want to say I can't get enough of that.
I love that video.
I was
That's
going to say,
hilarious.
who just said the part where Adam's glossing? Okay, it's when Adam, at the part that it's like he goes like this and he goes, and then he grabs his gloss. It was just like perfect. Did your wife like it?
She was looking at me like, "Oh yeah,"
Yeah.
because she was hearing about that's. She didn't watch the live last night, so that's the first time she
Oh.
heard anything I said. She's like, "Really? They kept you healed in prison?" Hmm?
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh God, here we go."
Healed in Vaseline.
Yeah, healed in Vaseline.
And what's funny is that I can actually picture that, so yeah, she didn't watch the live last night, then yeah, because of that whole topic, and it was just everyone was dying laughing. But
Yeah.
your cousin is just, like I said, he just kept laughing. And every
It
time we
started
dropped,
organically too, because I was just like, oh, I don't think I'd survive a day in there unless
yeah,
I had Sunny.
Yeah, it was
protect
like a
me.
general progression.
yeah. And then all of a sudden it was like, well, Adam, you know, you actually would survive in there. So, anyways,
I
yeah.
never noticed until this time the ending credits.
Yeah,
Oh, the ending credits. Yeah. Did you see the one your wife? Hers says wife to read, and I think it says something like phone call. Remember when you called her?
Yeah, when I called her and asked
So
her
I
if she was
said,
gonna do the thing.
yeah, phone call no go, access denied.
Yeah, she got a kick out of that.
Yeah. So, anyways,
Yeah, Adam and Peace are very good sports.
oh, absolutely. Oh,
Yes,
there's a difference when it's in good fun and when it's to be mean.
exactly. That's
yeah,
why.
absolutely.
Yeah, because like well hold on, because you know what? I gotta play mine now, because if Ashley hasn't seen mine, this is when basically someone was saying there was a psychic and a drunk and stuff like that. Can I play that one? Do you guys mind?
Yeah,
When I,
Yeah.
I
Go
wanna
ahead.
see
I
when-
love that one.
that one. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I'll be right back again. That's it. There we go. Okay, and we're back. So I was called a tranny, a crazy lady. So saying I'm always psychic. Even though I don't, I say I know I'm intuitive, and of course I'm a drunk. So I just wanted to make sure that everyone knew that that was all true, and I just wanted to make a mock video that I mean, I don't know how I make it to these lives. In all honesty, I think my husband pretty much picks me up and drags me here. I'm pretty sure, right? Pretty crazy too, but
Right.
call me silly.
At least all you have to do is fall backwards and you're on the bed.
You know what? Exactly, right? I mean, what's not to have, right? Probably the only thing I'm missing is the mini fridge because it's out in the other room. I just need to be like Keegan Klein there and go grab my miniature fridge, and I'm gonna have a whole setup. The bathroom door is just back there, Good. I like how someone said that I needed to make a part 2 where we're all gangsters. Belinda said
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
And I said, don't give her any ideas.
that would be funny.
Oh,
Like,
I really like doing, like, I have no problem making fun of myself whatsoever, because again, what's
Poor
life if
Adam.
you can't laugh? Poor Adam.
All right. Poor Adam.
Yeah. Or like I said, what's life if you can't laugh? And that's why a lot of people do like coming to this channel too, because it's like, yes, it's about, helping others and bringing awareness and crime, but that doesn't mean you have to be serious about everything. Because like at the end of the day, right, we're taking on things that
Right.
are families that we don't know and stuff like that, but
Mhm.
you can laugh and stuff like that, and it has nothing to do with that you're
Right.
making fun
We're
of
never
the
going to. Yeah, we're never going to. You would never hear us laugh about anything to
about
do with a case
No.
or a missing or a victim or a victim's family. We would never
No.
so
be insensitive in that manner.
yeah.
Right.
Again, this channel is like a multi thing in a sense that way. It's just, it can be laid back and we're talking about cases, and yet by the same token, we can have, fun laughing at ourselves and joking around about things like the parodies and people that want to trash talk. And yeah. So
Right.
that's why it's just like, for me, it's really like this, right? You just brush it off, because there's always going to be those haters out there, and there's always going to be those good ones that do follow you. And it's just a matter of, after times you will hit the block button to some of those people, because you just don't want them following you. Like,
I know I acknowledged it once, maybe twice, and then dude, my hater, he just kind of realized that he wasn't going to get a reaction out of me. I think he kind of got pissed off.
well, that's just the thing, right? Is that, like I said, I don't actually really go to their channels and watch it. I've watched a couple like minor minutes of it, but that was just for reporting purposes.
Yeah.
But not because I actually, if I was probably being honest, I'd probably say maybe I've watched a total of 20 minutes of anything, whether it's from Graz or
Okay.
ASB channel. I have never watched Curly and stuff like that, but I don't care about them either. So, it doesn't phase me that people do stuff like that. So, like I said, you can either laugh at it or be pissed off at it, and I choose just to, laugh at it, really. But hey, at the same token, if you're gonna sit there, it's more actually what bugs me is when people bash, or like bashing other people. More so, that's when it more bugs me, is when they're taking it out on many channels or many people,
Mhm.
and stuff like that. It's not even standing up for myself as much as it's me always usually standing up for other people, to be honest with you. Hence why,
Right.
when I go to YouTube, even though for the most part they're just someone sitting over in another part of the world answering.
Well, if they keep talking trash about me, they're going to get the extracted bat.
Now tell me, is that thing a soft bat?
It is. It is. I don't know. I just with my sons. I just kind of picked it up. I think I'm going to use it as my shot.
I just had this great visual of somebody typing something in Blaine's chat, and all of a sudden you see Blaine's arm come through the phone and grab it.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely, Grizz. But yeah. So yeah, I don't know. Let's see here. So yeah, you posted a video, Blaine. And sorry, what was it called again?
The newest one, it was just how to connect. Just a little video of a little video. It said the PayPal if you want to donate to the channel. Show my new support, my Twitter, the email, my Facebook. If you just want to contact, if you have some things that you would like to know about, or some insight you would like to hear about for my channel, what my thoughts are. Because like I said, I'm an open book, and I want to be a voice for those who are afraid to speak out, or who want to know more, whether it's crime, whether it's just women's rights, like somebody else, like Peace is doing. You know what I mean? And just anything. I'm open to anything. And I'm gradually going to start telling my story I think, on my channel also, and that's going to be a major thing that I'm going to do on that as well. But you know,
I'm sorry.
now Deb's got the giggles.
Read Grizz's comments.
This one, this one.
oh,
I'm sorry, Blaine.
no,
I couldn't take it
that's
anymore.
funny. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh
And
my god.
I was gonna say I've seen that one a couple times. I just so I was with Dion from 16 to 26, and I'll never forget that pair of underwear that he had with a big pickle on it. It was just a big pickle with eyes, and I'll never forget that pair because I just remember laughing so hard at this pair of underwear. And as for Peace Not Silence, which is changed his name on me, which is Never Silent, I totally meant to use cucumbers in that video and I forgot. I was too busy doing all these things, but all of a sudden he said some of the pickles or the cucumbers, and I was like, oh, correct.
Yes, definitely.
Go ahead. What are you answering?
No, sorry, I was just answering Never Silent. Yeah, definitely, I can help you with some of that. We can get together, and if you look on my page, you can see how to get a hold of me through Facebook or whatever.
Mm-hmm. And what is your Twitter, just so that people know?
My Twitter is at extracted with an X thought. Extracted thought.
Was the other one taken?
Yeah, it was like I could get extracted without, like, I could get it with the E, but it was like extracted. Right. I just couldn't get the T at the end of thought because you can only have 15 characters. So that's the best way I could do this.
Just like mine. Mine is A Criming Shame on my Twitter. So if anyone wants to follow us, mine is A Criming Shame. You can type it into the chat there, Blaine. And if you want to follow me on Twitter. So with this channel, for instance, Blaine, I've only been monetized for like 4 months for this channel, I believe. But it wasn't something I was ever trying to grow that much. Like I didn't, put any thought into it. But seeing the impact that you can do to help people, makes us realize that that's what we would like to do, is make it grow. And same with Twitter. So my Twitter, I made a long time ago, but I never really used it. I only up until this last half a year or something have I even used it again. So I'm like, basically when TikTok came out, I think, or no, Kick, these different things, I was so over all these different messengers that were coming out, because when you're older school, Messenger, Facebook, different things where you could just get hold of people. And then all these other ones would come out, Instagrams, and it just seemed like it exploded with all these different ways to message.
Yeah.
And I was like, but now I'm trying to understand them all. But Twitter, I am pretty used to now for the most part.
Yeah,
Instagram,
since you said something, I've never used Twitter until you said something. So I started messing with it today. I was in church.
Because it's kind of like when we go live, it goes to my Twitter, it goes to my Facebook as well, and then it goes to YouTube, and that's just because like we don't have the $60 plan, we have like the $20 plan, but that's because that's all I really needed, to be honest with you. But really, you can add about 10 different channels. Like, does your cousin plan on, are you just going to have him on as a guest here and there? Or are you planning on doing it with him? Or
I don't know. I haven't really talked to him about it. I think he wants to do it with me. I'm not sure. I know he wants to kind of, every time we do it, like how you and Deb, and then have me, and Aspen. I think there's going to be times where he can't get on, and
absolutely.
I don't know, so I just know he's a part of my team,
Yeah. Well, kind of like the same way we work. Like, so we do 3 days. We just started doing 3 days instead of 4, and toning our lives down, even though we're hitting the 1 hour and 45-minute mark here. But at the end of the day, if Adam wants to do a live, he can fully do a live. Or if I want to do a live on an off day, stuff like that, then so be it. Right. So it's just one of those things, is that, whether or not you or your cousin, like I said, do it together, or sometimes you just do the show by yourself. It doesn't, right? I mean, the whole point for us, and I'm sure that, like I said, for you too, it will just be to become about, that you're doing whatever to bring awareness, and
Yeah,
that,
absolutely.
so whether or not that's you telling your story, or that, he tells his story, you guys tell the stories together, stuff like that. Either way, it's about it's being unselfish. This is what I call it, being unselfish. That you're unselfish with your time, because what you're doing is you're spending all this time on the computer, doing all these videos and making all these things so that you can bring awareness. So if people want to bash because people support that, and they actually want to donate to you because they really like coming to you, or because they understand that you do a lot of work and stuff like that, that's nothing to be ashamed of. Other people some people have problems with it, but go. Great, let it be your problem. At the end
Yeah.
of the day, right? I think it's a really unselfish act that people that come into here, that spend time in the true crime community or other parts, whether it's charities or different parts of the YouTube land, that they give people give a lot of their time, and time is valuable too. But like I said, it's not like you have this set income. It's just, if people want to donate, they will. If they don't, no one's forcing them to. People
Yeah,
can come
absolutely.
into the channel, but you typically have to be a subscriber, because it just helps to keep away the trolls and to the new people and stuff like that. And it's
Yeah.
our channel to do what we want. It's not.
Yeah, absolutely. That's
Someone
like, I woke up this morning. Nobody. I don't expect people to donate. They don't have to. I woke up this morning and somebody from Australia, I think, or somewhere, donated $20 to the channel, and I'm going to use that to buy a green screen.
Right.
Nice.
Right. Exactly. At the end of the day, it's nobody else's place to tell people anything. If people want to donate, they will, because they want to. Nobody's twisting their arms. Nobody's forcing them to. Nobody's forcing them to come into the channel to do that. It's just because there's people like myself too, and like a lot of others
Deb and
that,
I,
that like to do things. Go ahead.
Deb and I are forced, just so everyone knows.
Oh, absolutely.
We're what?
We're forced to be here.
Yeah, because can I borrow your bat, Blaine? For just
here you go.
Yeah.
We're scared.
Yeah.
We're afraid of her.
Well, after listening to both the whole prison thing, obviously I need Adam to have my back. If that ever happens.
You want to keep Adam on your team.
Actually, I would be that.
I don't think you should ask anybody in prison to have your back.
Yeah.
True. Probably
True.
not.
Yeah. So, do you know when you're doing your next live, Blaine?
No, not yet. I want to kind of. What days are you guys doing your lives?
Go ahead, whoever, Deb, if you want to answer.
Sunday, Wednesday, Friday.
Yeah.
Sunday, Wednesday, Friday. So once I get rolling, I'll probably do mine on your off days, so that way we can, kind of collaborate and make sure we're able to do it.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, again, just like everybody else, you have to still always just do you.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's very respectful, and we thank anyone that does, like we try to do as well. But we also know that if you're friends with this channel and this channel, in a sense, and whatever, you can't always do it that way.
Right,
You still
absolutely.
have to do you.
I know. I'm going to try to do one every Saturday for sure, because that's when people are home. It's Saturday night, 9:30.
Yeah,
it's a good night.
Yeah. And nighttime is your best, is like the most, usually when the audience and stuff comes and stuff like that. Even though the last couple lives, you can tell, like I said, and now that you say that, I didn't realize school, started back in August. Never had to really deal with that for a long time, but yeah, usually August is when everything kind of kicks in, or people getting on their vacations and whatever. But yeah, other than that, Adam or Deb or Blaine, do you guys have anything else that you wanted to say before we wrap it up?
Yeah, actually, Ashley is Brooklyn's mom.
Yes.
If you didn't catch my live, so I just going to touch up on this real quick. If you didn't catch my live yesterday, So me and Ashley got together when we were 15 and 16 years old, and we had 2 kids, and we separated when we were 2021 because I got into the gang life and the crime life. And then after about 12, 13 years, just recently over the last couple months through experiences, we've gotten back together. And, so she is the mother of both of my children.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. And
I didn't
so
know that either.
yeah,
I didn't catch the beginning of your live last night because I was gone. But
yeah, I know you guys because you guys weren't answering me in our regular chat, and I'm like, "Where's Deb and Anna?" And then you guys ended up showing up.
So I have a question actually for you, Blaine, really quick. So Andrew is your cousin, but
Yes.
not on the Flint side, correct?
Correct.
So he and like Vincent aren't cousins.
No, he dated Vincent's other sister.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm just gonna ask you this again. I asked you it earlier. Um, uh, just for people that are out there watching, how is the family doing? In
Well,
general.
There, in general, we're doing the best that we can. There hasn't been any attacks recently, which is good, and my heart goes out to the McClurkin family because of the remains have been confirmed to be hers. Um,
Yeah.
That happened yesterday. I think yesterday or
How did
Friday.
it?
Right.
Yeah.
Friday. Yeah.
Friday. So we're dealing with things. There's some things that I'm not at liberty to discuss that's going on with my uncle
Nope.
right now.
Yeah. It was just more of how your family was doing. Um, you know.
Yeah, we're taking it. My mom she cries every now and then, but she's doing whatever she can to support her brother. You know what I mean? That's her brother.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. So yeah. Again, if anyone, I think I just dropped you. Did I just drop your channel again? Okay, so if anyone again isn't subscribed to Extracted Thoughts, go over to his channel, hit subscribe because you'll have to be a subscriber if you want to watch any of his lives. And yeah, and then I look forward to the story. I was telling you again today that Larry Lawton, I thought he was over a million, and he's actually at 1.41 million.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Like I said, when my husband had been watching him, and then I think my husband was around like the 26,000 area. And then I was about 40,000 when he told me about Larry Lawton. And I went to go look today and I was like, oh my God, 1.41 million. And it's, I always find it very endearing when somebody has had a past and then they take that past, reverse it, and they make changes and look at him now. 1.41 million subscribers, and all he was doing was telling his story. Is that your daughter in the background?
Yeah, that's Brooklyn.
Yeah. Hi, Brooklyn.
Well, look at John Kelly Profiler. He was a
Oh,
drug addict,
absolutely.
and now he's a world-renowned profiler.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's just, like I said, each their own. That's why, like I said, for Blaine, and his cousin and whatever, and whatever other guests you might have on in the future, a lot of people like myself, I love listening to people's stories, but I especially like it when people kind of change their lives and realize that life is better, first of all, on the outside than on the inside.
Yes,
Right.
absolutely.
Especially when you have family and children to think about, right? Again, it's about being unselfish and realizing that you're important, of course, take care of your happiness and that, but really, at the end of the day, the impact that obviously, like I said, hence the letter from your daughter, but it doesn't matter if it's your daughter or others, just, the hurt and that the issues that it can cause and stuff like that in children that you have no clue what they're going through, what they're dealing with, all because of, say, a parent's actions or somebody's actions that they're close to. So it's like I said, so I really hope that, like I said, I mean, I'm not going to sit there and say, I mean, I hope you don't relapse or anything again, but I hope that coming into this community also adds a lot, you know, like adds a lot to you as a person, to your future of what you can do, in a sense,
Yeah, absolutely.
like for the good, and helping others, because it very is rewarding, and yeah, I'm sure you get that, obviously.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like this actually helps me a lot, because I'm on house arrest right now. Actually,
Oh, okay. So house arrest exactly means what for you?
let me show you.
Okay.
He
And
has
you
a
can only go,
monitor.
yeah, and you can only
Yeah,
go how far?
I can go all over the place, but I have to have passes, and like I go to work every day. I go to church. Different. I can take my kids places. I get passes to go swimming, and like because I'm doing
Right.
good. It helps keep me accountable.
Yeah.
This is my second case from 2 years ago. I'm on the back end of finishing up everything finally.
Good.
Good.
I get off January 29th, which is good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Well,
just ready.
yeah. I mean, I'm grateful for the fact that, like that you came into my life. I don't want to speak for other people, but for me, and hopefully we have a good impact on you as well, because again, um, caring and kindness go a long way. It's better than the alternative, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely. You guys have been a real help to me.
and yeah,
Just,
and
yeah.
and I and I know because I used my Twitter, like I was promoting like you, as like I was kept sharing your thing, as well, because I have no problem ever doing stuff like that, for anyone. We've done it for a few channels now, like pushed them to get to their 1,000 mark for subscribers and stuff like that, or like I said, and if ever there's a time you want us to come on your live or something like that,
Yeah,
or
there's.
you know,
I'm putting something together. I'm putting something together for. I think would be good. We'll talk more about it once I get it all the way together. Where I would have
absolutely.
you guys come on there.
Yep. Okay. Anyways, yeah, it's been a pleasure getting to know you, and to listening to your stories. And I really look forward to, like I said, whether it's you or whether it's you and your cousin, or maybe if you have like other guests, I look forward to that, because that's the lifestyle that I just know. I only know what I see on TV or by what some people say, but I don't know that
Same.
side of
And so the
myself.
content is really interesting.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
Be
And
friendly.
I appreciate that you're not using it to capitalize on, the current attention your family
Right.
is getting.
Correct.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's that. I just try to remain humble. Um,
Well,
that's how
exactly.
I can do.
Like, I mean, you could sit there and play off the whole farmer thing,
Exactly.
and do that, and Karina's case type of thing, but that's not what you've been saying. In fact, it's one of those things, like I said, you came on as a guest, Vincent came on as a guest, and if people want to know more, well, besides me asking you how your family's doing, or when there's an update to Karina's case and stuff like that, but I'm not here, or we're not here to use you for, to further ourselves because of that.
Oh
And,
yeah,
and,
absolutely. You
and
can tell who is and who isn't. You know what I mean?
yeah,
You know. And you guys have never once gave me that
vibe.
uh,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
aspect of it.
Yeah. And
Right.
even in the background, I don't sit there and ask you much. In fact, if anything, you'll tell me maybe a couple of things, but I don't actually ask you about,
Yeah.
Mhm.
that.
I think today was the first time we've talked about it since we actually did the live about it.
Yeah, yeah, um, yeah, and just out of respect, again, knowing that both families are impacted, but at the end of the day, again, you're not Flint Farmer, and there's no harm in asking how your family is doing,
Right.
because it's impacting no different than, like I said, whether you were in jail and your kids, right? It's impacting other people, and just like you guys, you know, you had no part of it, so but it's still impacting your family,
Right.
Yeah,
you know.
absolutely.
So, there's nothing wrong with caring about people, and anyone else that wants to
Mhm.
judge that type of thing, then go right ahead. Right? Like I said, there's two families here that, for different reasons of hurt going on, doesn't matter. It's still two families, and obviously other people. Everyone still counts. So I know we took a little bit of heat for that, but again, it's just giving a voice. You asked,
Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely.
we had
So
no problem. Yeah, because you're not Flint Farmer. Anyways, with that being said, Deb, is there or Adam? Yes, Blaine has a PayPal account.
I'm
Um,
trying to drop it now.
okay, and do you see
Oh,
it? If not, I can probably find it from yesterday. Um, let's see here. Oh, I'm looking in the wrong channel thing here. Just quickly, I'm just scroll. Oh, here it is, right here. Okay. Yeah. Again, I'll drop it if you can. I found it.
yeah, I can't.
Oh,
I don't know. I
it's okay.
keep. I know it's PayPal.
It's
I mean,
WW right
yeah,
there. It's Bubba 6. I love how it's 669.
yeah, that's my favorite number.
69?
69. Yeah, 69. But so I couldn't use that one time. This is how I ended up with it. 69 is my favorite number, and I couldn't use it for one of my screen names, so I just added an extra 6 in front of it.
Deb and Adam, could this be fate on this one? Everyone knows 69 because that's the year I was born, first of all. But it's my favorite number. So when I hear 6, that's why people put 69 at the ending of their donations, or when they see 69 in the viewers or 100, they'll always the ones that know will always make a comment because, yeah, perfect position, perfect year, perfect song, perfect ending to this live.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So again, Extracted Thoughts is Blaine's channel. His PayPal I just dropped. It ends in the Bubba 669. Our next live will be on Wednesday, and Angela Thomas will be on August 25th. That's the psychic medium. She'll be here, but that's a Thursday. And other than that, is there anything else, Deborah Adam?
Nope.
Nope. Nope. All right. So with that said, we'll just say adieu and have a great night.
You too, Hudis, for coming in tonight. We really
Oh my
appreciate
God.
you.
Yeah.
We value
Okay, yeah.
anytime you're around. We
Yes.
would be lucky to have you. And Blaine,
Yeah.
thank you very much, of course.
Yeah,
And Belinda
Right.
for her husband, and Pork Chop, happy birthday. Absolutely, Hudis. Yeah, crickets. But yeah, so
And thank you to the mods. They always do a great job for us. We really appreciate that. All of
Yeah.
you.
Thank you.
Yep. Sorry if I forget some of that sometimes, guys. My brain is like squirrel, gone. But yeah, see you
No,
around.
really? I would not have thought of that of you.
You know how I like to have everything planned, and then
Yeah, I know. It bugs me.
Yeah. Jenny, when people ask for an email, what exactly is that? So that's the person's email is required, or is that that's for yours? When
Yeah,
asking
that's
for an email, that's yours. It's asking you to log in to yours. That's how that works. To pay apps that tie accounts to phone. I've never ever had an issue myself, but each to their own.
One thing you can do is a prepaid debit card.
Yeah.
Those if you don't want anything tied to your that's one thing I'll do is sometimes I'll have a prepaid debit card that I'll use for stuff like that.
Yep. And okay, so right here, Ashley.
Sorry.
Ashley, quit beating him up. I'm telling you.
No,
I don't care about that shit.
You're knocking women's right back.
We know who's gonna have to heal him.
Yes, you're gonna have to heal me. God, she just whacked me with my own bat.
After we get off the live, she's gonna be like, "Tell me about this." Like,
Yeah.
gasoline?
That's already what she's already been talking over here the whole time.
$1,000 for a female officer? What?
Right.
No, correctional.
What? Yeah, you should have seen her. She woke straight up like, what?
Yeah, right.
I was like, oh, shoot.
Well, especially if you don't know if you've never really said it, and then all of a sudden it's like the ears just kind of go perk. Wait, what? Talk to me about this. I mean, it's not because of any jealousy or anything like that. I just want to know, like type of thing, what goes on back there. But it is very interesting. Like I said, for someone like ourselves that have no clue what the inside is even like, or all the stuff that goes on. We know that things go on. We can watch movies, but there's nothing like hearing it from a horse's mouth, in a sense. People that actually live it and have gone through it, that make it much easier. Well, it just, you know what I mean? Again, you're not watching a show, you're listening to human beings talk about what they've been through.
Absolutely. You don't you're not getting the Hollywood glamour portray of it. You're getting the real life view.
It's still all his fault.
No, it's not.
Of course it is. No. See, wrong answer, Blaine. Wrong answer.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
Yeah,
happy wife, happy life. That's just, you know what? That's why it doesn't even matter if you're thinking that. You just inwardly keep that in your thoughts and outwardly say, I absolutely agree, Ash. Absolutely. Yeah.
4 times than none.
Yeah. Anyways, go enjoy the night.
Yes,
and
you guys have a good night.
Yes. Take care, everyone. And we'll see you on Wednesday. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.